Welcome back everyone to Journeyman League season. I'm not quite up to date actually. But this is round 2. I'll get the season up in a moment. But this is round 2. I'm in Wendigo's path in Canada. It's a very, very tough circuit. I think the JL drivers have been a bit unlucky, being slapped in the face with a bunch of really, really difficult tracks. It's JL season 15B. There you go. Yeah. 15B, round 2, Canada, Canadian Grand Prix. But yeah, this track quite difficult, very twisty, very tough on the drivers. I think it's quite easy to make a mistake, and the mistakes are oh so punishing. And we might see that in the quali if we see big differences in the guys' times.
And I'm joined here in with Flicks,
oh, yeah.
you know.
Yes, forgot this guy.
Yeah, get this guy. Okay.
But yeah, I'm joining with Flicks. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Carlito Neta.
Yeah, the first times have come through to 49.53, and we're going to be looking at your times like 48 something, 48 low.
So
49.5. It's pretty solid.
49.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't think I disagree. I'm pretty sure it's 48. Well, we'll see when if they improve and stuff. But yeah, well, we've got Carly Tronetta and Sujish both tying there, 49.53. But who's going to improve? And again, we have massive gaps on the grid, 49.53 to a 54.43. So if you do some little calculations, we can find out that that's 4.9 seconds. So yeah, very wide gaps. No improvement at the front. Gamer moves up. He's in P3 now, the 67. Oh crack, I don't think he was there before. He's in P4 with the 68. And you can maybe we'll see an improvement on that time. 53. I think it's beatable, but it is going to be quite tough. And we've seen the 54.43 go down to a 53.43. So not as big as a gap now. But yeah, I mean, Flicks, how do you think this race is going to go? Do you think it's going to be a mess? Do you think the guys will be able to keep it clean?
It's JL, so yeah.
No high expectations.
It's unpredictable.
It really is, and around a circuit like this, one of the long ones, by the way. So yeah, you need a lot more. I mean, the fact that it's long doesn't really change anything, but they just happen to be a bit more tough. And Gamer completely slaps that 53 down to a 49.03 and takes pole.
Oh.
So here are your qualifying results. Gamer in P1. Kenza Motorsport driver 49.03. Very strong time, I think, for JL. He's going to be really happy about that one. And P2 Sujush, 2 tenths away. So Gamer, very solid gap from his time to the next. But yeah, Sujush and the Archon will line up alongside him. In third, Elcrack for the Elijah Stride team. And then in fourth is Carly Tronetta, who had the fastest time before. But yeah, he only improved by 600ths on that. And he finds himself on the second row in P4. Then in fifth, we have Bituko in the Solaris. In sixth, Connor in the Archon. In seventh, Kaczynski, the one who won the last race, I think. Can he impress? He seems to be a bit off the pace, and by a bit, I mean 9 tenths. So we'll see if he can impress. But I don't know. Qualifying isn't everything. I'm sure he wants to win anyway. P8, Maiko into the Solaris. Then P9 is Mika to Mika. P10 is Suast. And then P11 is Alexei Drozdov. 12th is the man himself, Skibbity. And P13 is Whizzle Dizzle. P14 is Mill. P15 is Sunday Driver. P16, hopping in the independent car, is Banner. And in P17 is Despacito 7. Yeah, so that's your grid. That's how they're going to line up. We'll see how they can handle the track. Right, everyone, we're on the grid now. Sunny day, no chance of rain. Gamer on pole. Who can win? 5 red lights, and away we go. Gamer maintains the lead going into the first corner. Can he keep it into the second? Yes, he will. Juice goes wide. Crack pushed off the track. Colin tries. Finds himself in P3, makes a mistake, and he's off the front two. Suju and Dogema have very suspiciously close liveries. They almost look like the same guy made them. So him. Dogema now leads, but he makes an error, allows Suju to go through. But yeah, it's currently, I don't actually know what team this is, the red one. My
red
knowledge
one
isn't very good.
is Cancer, no?
If you get this
think it's
wrong, I
Cancer.
swear. Oh, okay, well, Dogema and Kalitros, I'm really struggling with that, and that's a bit, I don't know why.
Because that's Archon, and then Cancer, so Solaris, then we have the new team. And then we have Racing. Then we have
Oh,
Raikkonen.
and Kalitros goes through. He literally completely slips through the other guys. And now Dogema and Kalitros find themselves in a P1, P2 situation. And they've run away. This could be huge, but Dogema's going to go for the move. Teammates battling out. What can he do? Can he make the overtake? He makes another error. Kalitros pulls away again, but he makes a bit of a weird line. He allows Dogema back into the slip. Going into the chicane, Dogema makes yet another error. Can they stop avoiding the grass? It's very tough. I'll just say that, because clearly it's very tough for all of them to kind of. Oh, Suchi's very unfortunate. He's been pushed into the grass. Unfortunate. But yeah, still P1, P2. Elcrack though sticking in there. So if you look at the tyres, a lot of people going for the hards. I think. Kind of, I think they've realised that the hards are the best tyre.
And then we have
Yeah.
a few medium runs and then a soft
Three.
run.
One man on the softs. How is that man doing on the softs? Because he is in P14, now P15, because Despacito makes the move. But yeah, I don't think they're very effective. I think they wear out too quickly. And he's going to be in a tough spot. I think the optimal strategy is hard to hard. 7 laps, 8 laps. But now, if you go on softs, they last about 5 laps, if that's if you're pushing it, so you're going to have to go 10 laps hards, or you're going to have to do a 2-stop, which is just bad on a short race length, just because you don't have the time to make up the pit stop gap. Yeah, so I think Banner has kind of shot himself in the foot there. And yeah. But Kali Trinetta in the lead, but Tuco finds himself now in P2.
Okay.
And the server just has a big lag.
Oh, it affected few people in the back.
Few people in the back.
Pretty sure it affected Skibbity, Michael, and Alex.
My goat, Skibbity. But Bituko is going to go for the move on Kalitros, but he can't make it stick. Kalitros defending this one, but Bituko makes an error. It really is a consistency-based track. If you can stay consistent, and as long as you have a decent knowledge of the track, and you can put in decent lap times, avoiding the errors, especially in these lower leagues where the errors are really common, very important. Well, what's happened? What have you seen?
Yes, how do I pronounce this? Koczynski.
Koczynski, yeah.
Stuart and Connor went wide, and Koczynski just passed them, both of them, in that corner.
Yeah, Koczynski seems to be having a bit of issues in terms of his pace. Maybe he just hasn't practiced that much, because he was definitely a lot more dominant. Maiko finds himself down in P16. I don't know what's going on. I think he's just been really unfortunate, but we'll have to see. He's gonna have to fight his way up. Goes through Whizzle Dizzle. But yeah, you can look back at the front. Carly Trinetta leading by a solid gap on Bituko. Bituko's tyres starting to really wear, finding their limit, because the lap 6 kind of the limit. Honestly, you don't really want to go 7 lap mediums. It's just not that great, not very quick, and yeah, harder to drive. And then Elcrack is in P3. Dogame is in P4. What's happened again?
15 seconds off.
Who? Oh, Banner. Banner seems to release. He's pit, but that's like 7 seconds. So. It's really, that gap really does seem to be widening though. It's now 18. But yeah, Elcrack fending off Dogame. I think Dogame, starting on pole, hasn't quite converted this opportunity that well. But obviously, he's not going to be necessarily too happy about his teammate.
Oh, they inside.
Being
Has Mika to Mika.
Ooh. What? focused on Skibidi in the RSL. Runs in P9.
There.
Can he escape Mika to Mika?
Oh,
I
but
don't
there's
know.
a three wide down the first two corners, and oh, Maiko got pushed off the track by Alex. Goes down.
But yeah. Oh, the fight for P2 is on though, because Elcrack, Batuka, and Dogame are all in the thick of it, trying to fight through
What?
P2. But Elcrack's managed to escape the thick of it, and Dogame has lost him. So it might be a fight for P3 at this point.
Oh my god! I'm pretty sure
Batuka,
Batuko pushed Sujuk in the.
Yeah, I didn't quite get like a full picture on that, but I just saw the lag rocket going on.
Yeah,
I mean, was Suji trying to bit? I don't know. But now Batuka and Suji have to fight through this kind of pack. But I think they're going to let them through, but yeah, Batuka's just been pushed. It's unfortunate. But Connor is definitely going to want to defend against Batuka, hold him up, so he can give Suji that gap against Batuka, against the Solaris. And he is succeeding. He's in Siwast. How do you say that plural? Not his plural. It's like Anyway, the point is,
SCWASSD, bro. Like
Connor makes a mistake. He's no longer in the fight, and Batuka is gonna have to get past Siwast. And he gets. Oh, he's not really just pushing him off. It's Batuka. Kind of got stuck around the outside. Goes very wide.
ooh,
DNF
Where's
from
DNF?
Banner.
of today, isn't it? 'Cause they have-
Yeah, Batuka, despite all that holding up, he's very fortunate to be ahead of Dogama. And Dogama might be able to be his lifeline into pulling him up towards Sujush. We'll have to see. Oh, Dogama makes another error, but I think he stayed ahead. And yeah, that fight for P1. Fight? Kali Janetta is leading by 3 seconds. This man has got the race under control. He's in setting the pace, and he only has 6 laps left to win. And he's on the mediums. He's on new mediums, by the way. I think. No, he's on. Oh, Elcrack makes a big mistake.
Server lag.
I honestly cannot tell. The
Please no
Sidjush-
server lag in UL. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be great. But yeah, Sidjush in P2. Now he's gotten past Elcrack. Can he hunt down the man in the lead? It's going to be tough, because that man has new medium tyres. And the guy in P2, Sidjush, has older hard tyres. Yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting fight for P2. If
Oh,
Leclerc-
Elcrack goes wide!
Oh my
and he
god.
loses him.
He has a crack in his car now, I'm pretty sure.
Crack in the side pod has to be. How unfortunate, but I think he's got the advantage on the tyres. He shouldn't feel too worried, because ultimately he's only really fighting for P2. I think Carly Tronetta is in his own world. I'm surprised these guys are hugging the wall. I'm seeing a lot of them go right next to the pit wall.
I hugged him as well, so I take the first corner, like, cleanly.
But you can take it
And
flat without having to hug the wall.
Yeah, but it's easier to do it with him.
I guess. Some drivers
Like,
show a
they're
bit
more wide, and
confidence,
then you
like-
just go to the inside. But how they do it, they brake still. I don't know why.
Honestly, I think letting go of the throttle when you go through that corner and taking a tyre line is just better. Because then you don't have to travel that much distance. You save a bunch of time. I think it's a bit needless. Ooh. Oh, that gap! I said that Elcrack wasn't. I said that Elcrack wasn't in the fight. Maybe he could have been, because he's gaining on Kali
Ooh,
Trinetta.
and he lost Sujuk.
Sujush now in a bit of a pickle, as they say. Oh, not anymore, because he's back in Elcrack's slipstream. Well, at least it makes it more interesting. And I'm wrong. Sujush is back, and he's in a one to fight Elcrack with P2. If he can waste Elcrack's time, wear out his tyres a bit more, maybe he can have a bit more of an advantage at the end, because the hards really do come into their own at the end of a stint. Almost got pushed off there. But he just needs to stick in the slipstream. Elcrack makes another error, allows Sujush to go through. But Elcrack still remains in that slipstream, that holy grail of slipstream. My god. Elcrack is going to make another challenge for P2. He just can't make it on the outside. It's just not possible with them. But he's going to come back on the main straight. He's going to have the outside line.
Oh.
And he just about... Oh, no, he's done it.
Oh,
Oh, no, but he made another
oh
error.
my goodness.
He cut across the track a bit too much. He's cut and he's hit the other side. He's hit the cross on the other side of the track.
At this rate, Dog Gamer could... What?
Oh yeah, Dog Gamer. He is... This man is a hunter. And he's closing in on their positions. And if they keep on fighting like this... I mean, I don't think it's the fighting that's causing the mistakes. I think they just keep on trading places because they make a little error here and there. Oh, but Shajush has made a big error.
This could be a double podium for Kenzer. I hope it's Kenzer.
Why don't we check? You do the commentary while I check.
So yeah, Dog Gamer chasing now Sujuk. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope it's Sujuk. I don't know.
Well, Dog Gamer has got him in his sights. What can he do now? He tries to go around the outside. Is it possible?
Wait, it's literally the same liveries.
Yeah, I told you they're made by the same guy. Well, it's almost like they're made by the same guy.
Oh, by who?
I think it's Skibbity.
Skibbity himself.
Yeah,
he is the P10 now. But...
Oh, well, I mean the fight for P1 is it's not a fight because Carlos Renetta has that in his grasp firmly. By the way, may I add, Elcrack in P2, and even he, I think, can feel confident in holding on to this P2. That gap is 2 seconds behind him, and I don't know if he has better tyres, but he shouldn't lose 2 seconds. If he can just keep it within the lines, he's going to make it very tough for himself if he doesn't. Sujuk is going to want to catch back up. Joe Gamer actually lost Sujuk earlier, but yeah, there's no fights. I can't.
Yeah, there's really nothing to commentate. I'm just watching Carlos Renetta finish, finish, but like, oh my days, I cannot speak.
He's going to cross the line anytime soon. Goes through this little chicane, keeps it clean, goes a bit wide, navigates this very tough right hand.
Oh, he already knows he wins.
He's already celebrating on the straight before the final straight. This cheeky man. But he deserves it because he has won by 5 seconds. Unbelievable stuff. Elcrack runs in P2 and takes it. And Sujuk in P3. You do not want to stop that close to the track and the finish line. Dogamer P4, Kaczynski, Batuko P5, Kaczynski P6. Connor's going to cross the line. P7, Suwast in P8. And we see as the rest of the drivers just come across the line now. Oh, Skibbity went on the softs, I'm surprised. Mill, what are you doing? Mill is going to cross the line backwards. Very, very cheeky. Wizard is in P13, Sunny Driver in P14. Oh.
And
sorry guys. Anyway, race results. And the winner of this Grand Prix, the Canadian Grand Prix at Wendigo's Path, is Carly Tronetta for the Kenza Motorsport. It's a different Kenza Motorsport from Pole. But yeah, he's done it. And he's done it by a 5-second lead. So very, very impressive stuff from him. P2 is Elcrack and the Elysian Stride with the fastest lap of a 49.35, which is very impressive. And also one of the only 49s. It's one of 2 49s. So yeah, very, very good laps from him for sure. But he's going to be a bit frustrated that he missed out on P1. But still an impressive performance. P3, Sujuk in the Archon. Just a solid performance, yeah. Unfortunate that you can catch Elcrack, but very good performance from him, I think, in the Archon. And then P4, Doe Gamer starts from pole, finds himself 8 seconds behind his teammate. He's not his greatest performance, but still P4, solid points for Kenza. I think Kenza is going to be really happy about this points haul. Yeah, P1, P4. Yeah, and then the closest one is probably like Archon, and they came P3 and P7. So
yeah, Kenza is gonna be leading the constructors after this race, as they're 1 point behind Uvu something racing.
But yeah, I think they'll take the lead now with a P1, P4 result. P5 is Batuka in the Solaris. P6 is Kaczynski in the Continuum Rin. P7 Connor in the Archon. P8 is Subast in the Raikar Supernova. Ninth is Mika Timika in the Carpathian's Peak. And then P10 is Skibbity in the Raikar Supernova Team car. P11 is Maiko in the Solaris, and P12 is Mill in the Elysian Stride, the man who drove backwards across the line in a very cheeky fashion. P13 is Whizzle Dizzle in the Eco Boost Racing. Very funny name. P14 is Sunday Driver in the Carpathian's Peak. P15 is Alexa Drozdov in the Eco Boost Racing, and P16, the last finisher, is Despacito 7 in the Continuum Rin, and P17, Banner the Independent, did not finish the race. So yeah, that was the Canadian Grand Prix. That was round 2 of JL Season 15B, and meet us next time in Australia. I think it's the Phillip Island track, and it's a wet track. It's a, what do you call it, a wet race. So we might see some interesting rain action.
No.
I don't know if they actually have rain in this one. I hope they do, because that rain is always an interesting factor in the races. But yeah, we'll see you then. Goodbye.